points in the game.
Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. And the Jayhawks will kick it away to start. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So SMU's offense will take the field first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarter...
There he goes! They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Off the play fake on first down. On the move and looking deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you gotta finish the deal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late. What a great job to take control of this game, and the offense, they've got it moving now.
So Kansas offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, they're not going to do what happened last week. You can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. The Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And the Jayhawks will have it 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Culliver. Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Jayhawks are marching down the field.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Making side adjustments here. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking to throw. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continued to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, where you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
The give. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Looking downfield, it's Culliver. Makes the grab. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Jayhawks will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got him downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The give out of the gun. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Ball spotted at the 27. and it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Might as well give it to him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They go 83 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Firing to the right, complete. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Power football with the run. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Makes the grab. At midfield, he's got room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
The Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He breaks a tackle. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The Mustangs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal coming up. Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Mustangs! Great job by the back on the option.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Handoff to the single running back. At the 35, he's open. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's the this offense with a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Working the middle, it's complete. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Got his man quickly. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Set ready.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Jayhawks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through it. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Down to 2 minutes to play, we'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. These 2 offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're working that left side. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
At the 30-yard line. That's a 1st down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. The quick out. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick release by the QB. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. It's complete on the right side. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This time they'll go to the running game. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw for it. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. The Mustangs will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Out of the gun, the inside give. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Jayhawks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Working that left side now. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Culliver. Here's a heat. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Jayhawks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set. Ready, go.
Trying to ball his way in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Culliver. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Punts it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Jayhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man down the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Running back searching for a hole. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The play action fake. On the move to his left. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got his man on the right. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Touchdown, Marchuk Jayhawk! Fitted in the window for the score. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money, he's been on fire, making the right decisions, and just carving this defense up.
Kansas, 28. SMU, 14.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking deep down the right side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watched the film. They watched this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. Here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first in the half as they'll make some adjustments. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Mustangs have this offense rolling.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the shotgun, the inside give. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23. They'll throw on third and short. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity.
He's got it, first down and more. Got enough to move the sticks, first down from the 17.
And first down for the offense.
Give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Mustangs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They desperately need to get the score here on third and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in. Score! Touchdown, SMU! Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are going to go, why do you run the route short? You know, like you got to run that route into the end zone so when he catches it, he gets credit for the two-point play, but they're stopped short, no points.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Quick handoff. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Scanning the field, it's Culliver. Got his man. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Jayhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Zings it complete to the right. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. He's not going to get there, and this defense... He needed a stop like that.
Coming up.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to really pull that schooner ahead offensively. They're up by 11 over TCU. For now, it's back to you, fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
How about this running back dragging a toe and getting it inbounds?
Showing off the wide receiver skills. You know, running backs are so talented nowadays, and you split them out as a wide receiver so much, and he showed it there. He can play wide out easily with a nice catch, nice awareness.
Throws to the back. He's got his man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Brings up second down.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Turns it loose. On target over the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
First and goal, SMU.
He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
On the play. It's now.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to pass. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Man, the offense, they can taste it. They're on the road in a hostile environment in a 2-minute situation. They're trying to rip this game away from the home team. They take a shot into the end zone, being aggressive. I love the play call, but it falls incomplete.
And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Yeah, and they're trying to get something going here. Obviously, got to make something happen quick late in the fourth quarter, and that might be their last chance, their last real shot. Now they turn the football over, and it's just not looking good. That clock is really working again.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Of 11 on the play.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make.